Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. So today's video is going to be on the mistakes I have made as a betta fish and also turtle owner. So I had a mini contest, I guess you could say, for 1,000 followers on Instagram. Blazing Bettas won. One of her questions was the one that I picked out of the bowl. Okay, now we are going to be continuing. So let's start talking about the mistakes I've made in fish and turtle keeping. So the first mistake that I made, and I think this is the most important one that new fish keepers should always have in mind and should always be careful about. So I bought really cheap aquarium decorations because they looked really nice, and the pet shop people said they were really good quality, but they were lower price because they were getting old. No, they hadn't been used, they were just getting old and no one wanted to buy them. So I bought them and I brought them home, and then they started smelling really weird and the water started smelling really weird, and one of my bettas actually got pretty sick because of that, but they ended up getting healthier. I think it was my older betta Max. He actually had he developed Popeye, which is like when, yeah, I'll insert a picture of that right here. But that's pretty much just an eye infection, I guess you could say, that betta fish have, and I'm pretty sure other fish breeds also have that. But just be careful that when you do buy decorations, make sure it's very good quality and that it's safe for your fish to use, and that you can actually smell it and see if there's any chemicals on it that will harm your fish. And be sure to always buy your decorations from a good pet store. The second mistake I made was actually pretty dumb. So I was cleaning out the turtle tank and I had some of this gravel, the big ones. I had some of that in it, and I couldn't find another container to put it in so I could clean the tank out and clean the rocks out. So I couldn't find anything. So then I decided to use this glass bowl I had left over, which I used to have a betta in a long time ago, but I decided to take him out of there because he was developing dropsy, and he actually did pass away because I kept him in a bowl. That's another reason why I'm completely against bowls, except if they're drum bowls. I think that's what they're called. But yeah. So then I put the rocks in there, and I kind of put too many rocks, and it was a glass bowl, so it broke, and I almost cut myself, and it was bad. So don't ever do that. That was the dumbest mistake I've ever made, but things you do for your pets. Another mistake that I've made that probably a lot of fish owners have made is having fish with really long fins like beetle tails, or Mr. Hairybo right here, have plastic plants that are sharp. I didn't think they were sharp, they felt really smooth and everything, but his fins ripped up. And I'm pretty sure it's from the plants, because not from this plant but from another plant, and I'm pretty sure it was because of that, because now that he's in a bigger tank with only one silk plant and some real plants, live plants, his fins have been regrowing much better, and he is way healthier, and so are his fins. So I'm pretty sure it's because of that. So make sure that it's best if you only use silk plants or super soft plants in your fish tanks. Or you could just have natural decorations like live plants, rocks. Another stupid mistake I've made is leaving fish food on the top of my betta fish's lid. So I'll just show you. So this is how the lids look like, and sometimes the pellets that I feed my fish get stuck on that, and I just don't see it and I forget, and then there's a lot of ants all over the fish tank lid, and it's really annoying. So if you have ant problems in your house like I do, then be careful that you don't spill any fish food anywhere, because it's gonna get nasty. The next thing isn't really a mistake, it's more of a thing that I really like, that really annoys me, and some of you are probably going to disagree with me about this, but most of you probably agree. So you know when you buy your fish and they come in those like plastic bags? I hate those plastic bags because I never have any clue how to get the fish out of there. If you look at YouTube videos of people getting new fish from a pet store, then you can see how it works, but that never really seems to work for me. And I'm like, it's never happened before, but I'm always scared that like the fish will get stuck in the bag when there's no water in it. So that always kind of freaks me out. So what I mostly end up doing is I just cut the bag apart with scissors once the fish has acclimated and kind of let them out, or I take a plastic cup and just scoop them out because I don't want the fish to get stuck in there. Okay, so thank you so much for 1,000 followers on Instagram, and for those of you who don't follow us on Instagram, be sure to do that. Space Pets, and I don't think there's any other accounts called that, but it's pretty easy to find.